Hello everyone, welcome to the Calculads. Today we're going to be going over related rates. So in this you're going to use implicit differentiation, usually in the subjective time, to like find missing variables. So then for our example problem we have a ladder is leaning against the house. It starts to slip. Then we set up a relationship, the rates of change of how the ladder is and the distance from the bottom of the ladder to the house. So then it's telling us find the rate that the distance between the house and the ladder changes if the height decreases at 2 centimeters per second. And then we know the ladder is 3 meters long, or 300 centimeters, and then we find the rate when x is 60 centimeters. So then we have an acronym called SLEDS. It's going to help you solve this problem. So first, the S, we have sketch. So we're going to sketch whatever it is. So then here we have the ladder and it's leaning against the house. Have the Y, the X, and the Z labeled. And then next we have the list. So we're going to label the things we already know. For example, here we says the height decreases at 2 centimeters per second. So then we know dy over dt is going to be -2. And then we know x is 60. We know that z is going to be 300 since we know the ladder is 300 centimeters long. And then for y, we can use Pythagorean theorem to find that. So then it's just going to be the square root of 300 squared minus 60 squared, or 120 times the square root of 6. So then we're going to write down the equations you need to solve this. So then here, since we're dealing with the triangle, we're just going to use Pythagorean theorem. So x squared plus y squared is going to be equal to z squared. In this case, it's 300 squared. So then you differentiate this. So we're going to have 2x dx dt plus 2y dy dt equals 0. And then we have all of the list of variables here. We just substitute and plug it in. So we have 2 times 60 dx over dt plus 2 times 120 root 6 times -2 equals 0. You simplify that, you get dx over dt equals 4 root 6 centimeters per second, and that's your answer for this. Now, as a bonus, since this is really a small subject, is L'Hopital's rule. So in limits, whenever you have 0 over 0 or infinity over infinity, we call that an indeterminate form. You have to go through a different process. So for this is, I think, the easiest way to solve them. You just find the derivative of the top and the bottom, and then you plug in the limit, and I'll usually get you your answer. So here we have the limit of x as x approaches 0 of 4x over the natural log of x plus 1. We plug in 0, we're going to get 0 over 0. So if we find the derivative of the numerator and the denominator, and then we plug 0 back in, we're going to have 4 over 1 over x plus 1. Plug in 0, it's going to be 4. So then that would be the limit. And then here we have the limit as x approaches infinity of e to the x over x, which is infinity over infinity. So then if we find the derivative of the numerator and the denominator, we're going to have the limit as x approaches infinity is going to be e to the x over 1. So then, you plug in infinity, e to the infinity, so then your answer is this approaches infinity. So that's it for this video, and remember to subscribe.
Bye bye.